Tempo.
When needed. It sounds terrible without bass.
What's that?
Keep it together.
How many woodwinds is it?
Remember, don't trust your foot.
How many
Because
what?
you tap it doesn't mean it's right.
I don't know how many.
Yeah, because the trumpet's the right precious.
Oh, that's good. How does a trumpet player change a light bulb?
Oh.
They just hold still in the world.
And you talk about
What do you call perfect
I
pitch?
heard that. What?
What do you call perfect pitch?
What?
Getting the piccolo and the track on the first stride.
Oh, that's real.
Without touching the sides.
That's
Oh,
really
yeah,
good.
without touching the
I
side.
got two piccolos to play in tune.
Huh?
Shoot one.
Wow.
That's crazy. Sorry, we got dark there for a second. So useful. Whoa.
I'm not even looking at it, I guess.
Okay, start ready. Slap.
Okay, I see graduates.
Okay, so get ready.
Nope.
We'll just be ready, that's all.
I would use
We're waiting, but we're ready.
your phone. That's what I'm doing. And I'm playing. It helps a little bit, but
Patricia, quarter note flams, watch me. I got you.
what if I were to give
Eyes
you
on
my
me?
keys? Here, have my keys. Don't use my car. Yeah. Okay.
You don't know her at all, do you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%.
You guys got your note? I'll hit it right up. One, two. Three, four.
Please rise for the singing of our national anthem.
Come up with me after the word. Sit down.
Please be seated. Honorable Mayor Sean Reardon, Superintendent of Schools Sean Gallagher, Assistant Superintendent Lisa Furlong, Director of Nursing Catherine Barlow-Lini, School Committee members Juliet Walker, Andrew Boger, Sarah Hall, Brian Callahan, Kathleen Shaw, City Council members Jennifer Donahue, Heath Grenos, Ben Harmon, Constance Preston, Heather Shaw, Principal Andy Wolf, Associate Principal Michael Testa, Dean of Specialized Programs James Antonelli, Director of Guidance Lauren Gee, Senior Class Advisors Megan Hurst and Megan Marler, School Administration, teachers, parents, friends, and members of the Class of 2025. Class of 2025, we did it. I want to be the first one to congratulate all of you on finally graduating. After a long 12 years, we have finally finished school, and while this moment can feel unreal, I want to dedicate these short remarks to all the parents in the crowd who have made this moment possible. Our parents have watched us grow up. One moment, we were infants introduced to the world, then the most needy beings on earth, toddlers. Now we have become young adults, ready to conquer the world. But before we achieve this final form, in our teenage years, we went through a lot of maturing here at Newburyport High School. We experimented with various hobbies and activities both inside and outside of the classroom. We took part in a variety of organized activities like theater, the arts, and sports. While we are a little bigger and smarter, we're also getting a taste of what being an adult is truly like. So with that said, it is important that we do not forget our roots. We would be absolutely nothing without our parents. Our parents have made incredible sacrifices for us that have outweighed any adversity we have faced so far. Our parents have truly been in it for the long run. Looking at this class, I know that I see many successful people. I have no doubt that the class of 2025 was one of the most brilliant, thoughtful, and incredible classes in all of Newburyport High School's history. I can't wait to see what the future has in store in each of every one of you. As of right now, this is only the beginning. The first and shortest chapter of our life is about to end, and you still have so much more to live. So please, walk out today with sentiment, but also excitement and ambition with whatever you plan to do. Every single one of you has the potential to do great things. Don't let others tell you otherwise, not even yourself. Thank you, class of 2025. I appreciate all of you over these past 12 years, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors and to have a long and meaningful life. Thank you.
Good morning, Clipper families. And good morning, class of 2025. What a great day this is for all of us here as we look forward to recognizing this great group of students. Class of 25, all I can say is that you have just been awesome during your time here at Newburyport High School. 4 years ago, you started high school, which of itself is a challenging transition. But you did this on the heels of the pandemic, which was a time of great uncertainty at all levels of our society, socially, politically, economically, and right here locally. With restrictions still in place the first half of that year, your first Color Day was held outside, which to my knowledge, this was the first time this historic spirit-driven event happened outdoors and to boot in sub-freezing temperatures. I still remember you walking onto the field in choreographed fashion, decked out in your superhero costumes. Throughout the event, you kept yourselves warm by having a good time and trying to yell louder than the other classes. For whatever reason that day, your class left an impression on me. You exhibited a unique personality that I just could not put a description to. Over the next 3 years, this personality continued to evolve as you took a lead in helping us rebuild our culture and sense of community after the pandemic. But still, if someone were to ask me earlier this month to describe the personality of your class, I still would not have been able to put it to words. It wasn't until a few weeks ago when I accompanied some of your classmates to the North Shore Scholars Dinner that it finally came to me. That night, the keynote speaker was Jake Tebow, a hockey player from Babson College whose life was forever altered after a devastating hit during his freshman year that left him paralyzed. His message that night centered on a mindset that drives him and pushes him regardless of his setback. No quit, chip away. Class of 2025, those words describe you. And especially after seeing what you produced for Friday's Sing Out in front of the entire school, man, you are something special. You don't let setbacks rattle you. You respond positively to feedback. You nurture, you mentor, you build. You rebuilt our school culture after the pandemic set it back. You chipped away and created new and better ways to engage all of our Clippers, from a thriving and inclusive fan section, to a newfound energy in our theater and music programs, to continued athletic success, to helping us build new academic and technical pathways. You have built a foundation here at NHS for your younger peers to launch from, and I am forever grateful. So being able to take some time to read about Newburyport's history, it's become clear to me that you embody a spirit that has driven this city since its inception. When its thriving shipping industry moved to the deeper ports of Boston and Salem, Newburyport rebuilt itself around shoe, textile, and silverware manufacturing. Then, to help move itself out of the Great Depression, this stadium was built as part of Roosevelt's New Deal. This project not only provided jobs for the people of Newburyport, it became a point of pride for the city. So much so, the concrete columns and girders that hold your families today were maintained in its renovation. And to highlight this pride even more, just last week, a team of Newburyport volunteers with the Institutions for Savings Restore the Stadium group was here landscaping the entryway in preparation for today. With a no-quit, chip-away mindset that's part of the historic fabric of Newburyport, it is very cool to see this mentality living and breathing in its graduates. Class of 2025, I am extremely appreciative of the growth you have helped our school take during your time here. Every time our school achieves a notable milestone moving forward, it will be impossible to not think of you. I'm reminded of a saying that says, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Across your 4 years, you have sought and created opportunities to grow, and it's clear this will be common practice for you beyond Newburyport High School. Class of 2025, I have been honored to serve as your principal, and I say with pride one last time for you, have a great day and go Clippers!
Good morning, everyone. I feel so incredibly fortunate to be up here in front of all of you on a day that is arguably the biggest milestone of all of our lives so far. So to that, I say we give an applause to all of our amazing graduates in front of you today. If you recognize me, but you're not sure from where, for the past 4 years, I've been the girl who you probably saw wandering around school events with a camera. Now, I try my best not to make my position as class historian my entire personality, but I truly don't think I would be who I am today without my role. As someone who is constantly trapped behind her lens, watching others celebrate touchdowns or give it their all on the dance floor, I've spent a lot of time observing others. Today, I'm here to tell you a little bit about what I've seen these past 4 years and what I have taken away. I came to the larger Newburyport school system for the first time in 9th grade after attending River Valley Charter School for the first 9 years of my education. I was afraid that I wouldn't make friends or be accepted because no one knew me, but today I get to stand here and say thank you for proving me wrong. My first observation is, Newburyport is a very tightly knit community. Many people come from similar backgrounds and have known each other since kindergarten. Despite this, however, Newburyport adults and kids, in my experience, are incredibly receptive to meeting new people. For all of my fellow students, take this trait with you wherever your path takes you. Being the first person to say hello to an unfamiliar face or holding a conversation with someone you never spoke to before exemplifies true leadership and kindness. Your receptibility will lead you to so many incredible opportunities, whether it be a professional pursuit or a new relationship. Our class is composed of so many students who did not attend Newburyport schools for their whole lives, and yet many of us have found lifelong friendships with groups we might not have even known until the 9th or 10th grade. So to those of you who extended a hand to our once unknown faces, thank you. And to the others, I encourage you to step beyond your comfort zone and say hello to someone you might not have. As someone who was once on the outside, a simple greeting from a peer always goes a long way. Observation number 2, never underestimate the power of expressing gratitude or encouragement. You might make someone's day or inspire them to keep going. For me, I continued to stay in my role as historian and dedicated probably more time than I should have to the class because of the support of everyone here today. It might not have seemed like a big deal in the moment, but every time a parent would greet me in the stands or a student would text me separately on Snapchat thanking me for taking pictures, it would fuel my fire just a little longer to keep pushing forwards, and I would tell myself that everything I did was for a good reason. So even though moments may feel small or insignificant, expressing a gratitude or giving someone a compliment will likely go way beyond what you may expect. Tell that person you like their hairstyle today. Comment gorgeous with 3 heart eye emojis on that girl's Instagram post. And if you're feeling really bold, try complimenting your hallway crush because you never know what could happen. Observation number 3. The best way to make yourself a better person is to watch those around you. I came to this realization just a few months ago when my theater arts director, Mrs. Stephanie Phillips, or who we call Phil, said something in a rehearsal that really stuck with me. She told us that the best way to improve our acting was through watching others act. While I took this very literally in the moment, just thinking about myself and my character, and my own acting talents, as the time came around for me to write this speech, my mind kept returning to what she told us. I remember sitting in one of the many broken chairs of the auditorium's first row, watching my castmates, Alex Gross and Lily Curtis, rehearse one of the final scenes in our musical, Into the Woods. For those of you who don't know the show, the second act of Into the Woods is incredibly heavy and highlights a lot of life's challenges, forcing the audience to reflect on their own lives. As I sat there watching Alex and Lily develop this incredibly heart-wrenching moment, even though the set wasn't developed and they had scripts in their hands and they were dressed like typical teenagers, the raw acting in the moment brought me to tears. It made me realize that every little move and meaning has a meaning and nothing goes unnoticed. Watching them act truly made me change my own acting choices, and I became more attentive on stage to better sell my own performances. I believe that this applies to our day-to-day lives too. If you take a moment to slow down and observe others' actions, words, and body language, you can learn a lot how they make others feel and react. Take those moments into consideration. If you notice someone else gets hurt by a comment or situation, even if it wasn't you making them feel that way, reflect and recognize what you can do to prevent others from feeling upset or hurt. Now, I can't say that anyone will ever be perfect, not even myself, but if you are able to think deeper and reflect, you will become a much better person. I feel it valuable to share these observations with everyone here today because as we depart into new parts of the world and pursue new futures and opportunities, it is important that we create our best selves. Even those of you in the audience today who are not moving on, change never stops. Always take that step to be your best and authentic selves. You will never reach your full potential if you're held back by fearing what others may think or say about you. So my advice to everyone here today is to find your best version of you, because now is the moment that we have the most space to change and make your own world a better place. Thank you.
It is my honor to represent the class of 2025 in the presentation of the class gift, to support the traditions that are so important to Newburyport High School. The class of 2025 has decided to have a set of stairs built that fits the decor of the auditorium for the students to traverse from the stage to the floor level. We wish the best of luck to all future classes in Newburyport High School.
On behalf of Newburyport High School, I'm honored to accept this class gift from the class of 2025. Thank you for leaving behind not only this generous contribution, but also a legacy of spirit, leadership, and resilience. Congratulations on your graduation. We wish you the very best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to stand before you here today alongside the Newburyport High School class of 2025. I'd like to begin with a quote from Mr. Rogers, a man that many of us grew up watching on television. He once said that often when you think you're at the end of something, you're at the beginning of something else. We as graduates stand at the precipice of a multitude of opportunities, ready to take our individual leaps of faith. But we are not the only ones marching into the future. So is each of you. We constantly live in a state of ending one thing and beginning something else. For each step that you take, I want you to remember how we all got to where we are today. We stand on foundations thousands of miles deep, sculpted by not only our ancestors, but by every person that has impacted our lives. Every day, we lay more and more bricks atop this foundation, shaping our lives and building higher still for future generations. Every brick you place contributes to your identity and the legacy you'll leave behind. Now picture the millions of bricks beneath you, each one carrying a legacy, just as yours will. It is our duty to remember those bricks, to examine them for cracks and imperfections. The more wisdom and perspective we draw from the past, the stronger and higher we can build towards the future. Standing tall behind me today is a striking example of that foundation, the 90-year-old walls of Newburyport High School. As you travel across the country and the world, you'll be hard-pressed to find a place with as rich a history as this. Each of us has left a permanent mark on Newburyport, our legacies forever intertwined with that of this school. And former students aren't the only ones who shaped this place, so have the faculty who keep its heart beating. Their dedication and care give us countless opportunities, from scholarships to advanced classes, clubs and sports to the arts, each one setting us on a bright and promising path. As we all march forward on our individual journeys, it is important to honor the past, but just as crucial to face the future. I can't guarantee where life will take any of us, but I am certain of one thing. Nothing will remain the same, because nothing in nature is static. Our lives will inevitably change, as will this school. But we should all rejoice and welcome that change as growth, and cherish the fact that no matter what happens, we have made our mark. Nothing can take that away. We've all spent our lives here together for years, some of us over a decade, and now the members of our class will span 6,019 miles across the globe. With that breadth of experience, this very class might remedy diseases once thought incurable, shatter Olympic records, or construct the industries of tomorrow. But none of that will come easily. We all must trek through many dark tunnels in order to reach the light at the end. But each of us will face hardships and disappointments along that journey that may feel like impassable roadblocks. But I ask you to see those moments not as obstacles, but as boundaries, defining the confines of your life, just as tunnel walls shape the path forward. That puts the power back in your hands. Within those boundaries, you choose your direction. You follow your heart, define your legacy, and shape your future. So as you take your next steps forward, live your life as only you can. Speak up when it matters, even if it makes others uncomfortable. Challenge the status quo. Periodically look back to see how far you've come and remember those who've helped you get here. Because when each of us walks our own path with purpose, our individual strides become part of a greater march toward a world more beautiful than we could ever imagine. As Mr. Rogers also said, nobody else can live the life you live. So let's live it fully. Let our lights shine brightly, and let our footsteps lay the foundation for tomorrow. Thank you.
Great job. I just want to clarify something. I'm not the cool superintendent with shades on. I'm actually the old superintendent with transitional lenses. The last doctor's visit, he said that would be a good thing for my eyes. All kidding aside, I would just like to quickly just take a moment of silence to remember our relatives and friends who could not be with us today on this momentous occasion. Thank you. I'd also like to welcome our parents, caregivers, family members, and friends for our graduating seniors. As I've said many times before, without your love, without your support, and without your guidance over these years, this special day would not be possible. I'd also like to acknowledge the Newburyport High School faculty, support staff, and administration, but I would also like to recognize the entire staff of the district for contributing to your educational journey and preparing you all for this milestone. I'd like to thank our central office team and administration, welcome our school committee members and city council members, along with the Honorable Mayor Sean Reardon. Thank you for the support of our families and children. Also at this time, I'd like the seniors who have made the United States military as part of their next chapter in their lives, please stand to be recognized by all of us. Thank you. Into the class of 2025, while every graduation is special, this one feels especially significant, not only because of the great class of 25, but also because of the world you're stepping into. You're entering a world that's constantly changing. Technology's evolving by the minute. Global challenges are reshaping the way we live, the way we work, and the way we interact. And your path forward is no longer a straight line, but a winding road filled with obstacles and opportunities. That's exactly why I want to talk to you today about two things that will be consistent as you take on this new world: your roots and your identity. In a world that shapes rapidly, it's easy to feel disconnected without direction, but those of us who are deeply rooted, where we know where we come from and we know what we stand for, can weather any storm. Your roots are your family, your teachers, your mentors, your friends, and the community of Newburyport. Your roots are the people who believed in you, especially the days when you may not have believed in yourself. They remind you of your strengths, your worth, especially when you all felt uncertain. As you move on to this next chapter of your life, remember that you still have these people. Your roots will follow you no matter where you go. That is the strength of community. You will need to be flexible. You'll need to learn new skills, navigate unexpected turns, and sometimes pivot completely. Changing your course is not a flaw in the journey. It is the journey. But when you pivot, hold on to your identity. Hold on what matters to you and stay true to your core values. Because while success might come from what you do, meaning comes from who you are. You don't need to be the loudest to lead. You don't need to follow the crowd to find your way. And you don't need to put others down to make yourself look good. The world needs people who can grow. The world needs people who can reflect and who can change. The world needs people who stay grounded in integrity and purpose and kindness. The class of 2025, the world needs you more than ever. So carry with you the strengths of your roots and the courage to stay true to who you are. As Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, to be yourself in a world that's constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. So congratulations to the class of 2025. We believe in you, and we can't wait to see the difference you're going to make in this world. Thank you.
Samuel Basilio Lopez. Rourke Thomas Guanjun Lee. Priya Kaur. Colin Mark Fuller. Elizabeth Louise Homer. Declan Robert Hawkeiser. Theo Joseph Roberts. Kaylee Sophia Simons. Aya Jocelyn Al-Khatib. Sophia Alatori. Nicholas Elias Aziz. Charlotte Lorraine Barberi. Delaney Duncan Belanger. Madeline Grace Bell. Kevin Allen Bork Jr. Christiana Summer Boylan. Harper Linehan Bradshaw. Silas Risk Brennan. Samuel Elijah Brickman. Evan Jeffrey Bromby. Reese Lorraine Bromby. Benjamin Smith Brooks. Lucy Morgan Buckmeyer. Joshua Hemin Burrell. Abigail James Byrne. Edward John Karen II. Cordelia Sandra Casey. Grace Margaret Chandler. Thomas Robert Chase. Tyler James Cherbanian. Elizabeth Carey Conrad. Benjamin Andre Corneau. Pedro Nicholas Gonzalez Correa. Charlotte May Cotter. Samuel Harrington Craig. Owen Edward Kadire. Grace Kristen Daigle. Catherine Genevieve Dano. Lila Rose Darling. Devin Marie Davis. Alan Isidro de Carvalho. Natalie Marie DeGraves. Connor Troy DeMann. Isla Catherine DeVivo. Caitlin Ginley Downey. Imri Carl Eigerman. Sean William Estabrook. Morgan Ann Feltz. William Stewart Fernland. Christian Crosby Elias Preftis Field. Ruby Caitlin Field. Brinley Fisher. Olivia Sampson Fisher. Hugh Nathaniel Flynn. Olivia Ann Foley. Maximilian Nadeau Forstel. William James Forrest. Adam David Forrestay. Samuel Spalding Fountain. I'm good. Casey Lawrence Garringer. Bowden Scott Gay. Nora Marie Geerlings. Isabella Elizabeth Jem. Kiera Garrity. Amelie Anna Girth. Vivian Ruth Gisbers. Kate Aislinn Gilmore. Martine Aaron Gogan. George Goich IV. May Elizabeth Goodson. Salutatorian Molly Lewis Grant. Madison Averett Green. Alexis Karen Greenblatt. Carson David Gretz. Alexander David Martin Gross. Brendan Fennell Grossman. Charles David Guido. Andrew Abbott Hall. Parker Grace Harding. Lydia Bowman Hargraves. Samuel Francis Hartford. Benjamin Charles Healy. Hugo Aki Hennessy. Alexandra Emerson Arms Hilger. Henry Wade Hillhouse. Jacob Matthew Hoffman. Alina Arden Hoppy. Madeline Sophia Hopwood. Declan Nicholas Heyer. Devin Murrin Jackson. Tyler McCandless J. Cassidy Miranda Jerome. Valedictorian Callum Alexander Johnson. Liliana Kelly. James Thomas Kench. Everett Walter Kenny. Javante Cath. James Asher Kinsey. Sophie Mary LaFranchise. Evan Will Legu. Damian Alexander Lamb. Alexander Patrick Lambert. Maya Bell LaRosa. Sophie Rose LaValle. Emerson Sage Leahy. Samuel Hamilton Lemoyne. Grace Elizabeth Leary. Sophia Bell Lemoyne. Alona Esther Lynn. Joshua Connor Lucy. Ella Ann Looms. George Edward Robert Looms. Josiah Arthur Lowell. Brian Michael Lucy. Phoebe Wren Lowell. Evan Jeffrey Lukens. Thomas Oscar Lynch. Emma Joyce MacIsaac. Arabella Ray Mahan. Aiden Philip Malo. Andre Malazzi. Adelaide Mary Malone. Maya Georgia Manessis Naylor. Mia Elizabeth Parker Mansur. Lydia Manzikis. Erin Francis Marshall. William Sol Martellucci. Benjamin Henry Martin. Alexander Wyatt Mashburn. Hadia Alamanehu Diane Mazarana. Emerson Grace McCormick. Connor Alexander McGovern. Joseph Hunter McGrath. Anya Mary Elizabeth McManus. Finn Paulson McNeil. Anais Marie Mellett. Nathaniel Pierce Messina. Uma Mirzai. Soma Mirzai. Finian John Moan. Josephine Frances Moore. Ava Lavon Moran. Karena Ota Morse. Mark Daniel Mosession. Story Marianne Murphy. Andrew Brennan Newman. Eilish Therese Nye. Alexandra Lynn Pachulin. Sebastian Byers Peterson. Victoria Rose Philbin. Lily Isabella Pills. Caitlin Taylor Rinaldi. Madeline Elizabeth Roden. Aiden Eric Stephen Robinson. Christopher Joseph Rowland. Camden Joseph Rooney. Will Terrence Roper. Camille Junker-Fauerbaum Rusi. Ryan Christopher Sanchez. Adelaide Claire Schoeneman. Cedar Wilson Schumacher. Lainey Joy Schwab. Rylan James Cease. Audrey Teresa Shepard. Samuel David Shorten. Caden Ray Wheeler Schrager. Jonatas Sequeira Gonzalez de Cunha. Eli Matthew Sirota. Patrick Christopher Skiba. Emily Kate Slocum. Jack Finnegan Smith. Molly Mellon Smith. Avery Alona Starr. Devin Elizabeth Stroop. Lillian Grace Sue. Maya Elizabeth Suchecki. Avery Jones Tank. Ella Grace Tierney. Nadia Elise Toth. Reed Griffin Tracy. William Franklin Tomowski. Troy Nicholas Varadakis. Jose Emilio Velasquez Perez. Henry Thayer Walker. Maxwell Robert Walker. Charlotte Harper Wallace. Claire Elizabeth Ward. Catherine Lynn Watson. Molly May Welch Malcasian. Jalen Thomas Wise. Austin John Yim. Cooper John Yim. Noe Antoinette Zappala.
Nice job.
Good afternoon, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, graduates. My name is Kaylee Sophia Simons. I come before you today as your classmate, a sister, daughter, Christian, and future officer in the Army. I joined the class of 2025 as a transfer student my sophomore year. And if you had told me then that I'd be standing here in front of you today, I never would have believed you. Today, I'd like to share a story with you. It's a story of perseverance, feeling lost, and finding one's way through the challenges that life throws at you. I hope that my story resonates, and as some of you as you leave here today and build your own paths. When I came to Newburyport my sophomore year, I was terrified. And truthfully, I was drowning. Drowning in a sea of new people. I didn't feel like I fit in, and I had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and no motivation to figure it out. Here, I found myself at a crossroads and saw two options. I could choose to give up and drown beneath the waves of stress and anxiety, or I could fight back and pave my own path of what I wanted my life to look like. Well, if I have learned anything in my 18 years of being a Simons and also a Clipper, it's that giving up is simply not an option. Throughout your lives, I'm sure you've all wrestled with the idea of who you are. And there may be times where you can't even begin to answer this question either. The truth is, life is messy, it's unpredictable, and a whirlwind of experiences, people, and pursuits that show us a new thing about who we are. Each day brings new people into our lives, experiences that challenge us, like giving this speech, and opportunities that help shape who we are. But graduates, the question I pose to you today is not only who are you, but it's who do you want to become? I believe there are three things that shape our definitions of who we aspire to be. The first is the people we surround ourselves with. Secondly, it's the things we choose to pursue. And finally, it's the experiences that we've had. I'm honored to share with you today how they have shaped mine. As I mentioned, when I started here my sophomore year, I struggled to find the motivation and strength to push through the challenges that one faces in high school. What truly changed my perspective were the people that I started to surround myself with. As I stumbled time and time again, they were always there to pick me up and show me what's important and what I value in my life. During these years, I came to find that the people you surround yourself with will fundamentally impact the way you look at your own life. And those same people are also a reflection of who you are. The turning point in my journey came when I stopped trying to fit myself into the mold of a person I was never meant to be. I chose to spend my time with people who made me laugh until it hurt, who never made me feel like I was less, and allowed me to be my full, outgoing, brutally honest, and oftentimes sarcastic self. I challenge you to surround yourself with people who will lift you up at your lowest and who will remind you of your strength when you feel like you have none left. Those are the people who will stay by your side and show you the type of person that you want to become. I'm lucky to have several of these people in my life, and I'm eternally grateful to each of you. Thank you to all of you. Graduates, the next thing I'd like to reflect on today is what are we pursuing? Just like the people we surround ourselves with, our pursuits are a reflection of who we are and who we hope to become. Here at Newburyport, we have been given so many opportunities to discover ourselves and make a difference. Whether it's through athletics, theater, clubs, or community service, every single thing you have pursued here has helped shape you. As we leave here today, continue to take advantage of every single opportunity that comes your way. As I pursue a degree in criminal justice and challenge myself with Army ROTC, the skills I've learned from my pursuits these past years will be pivotal for my success. I learned how to lead in Miss Cody's executive leadership class. I discovered my passion for service and helping others through my work with Newburyport Youth Services. And I learned how to push myself further than I ever imagined during Mr. Yameen's Fitness for Life class and later as his intern. Every class, every activity, every relationship at NHS has taught us something and has prepared us for what comes next. And can I just say that I am in awe of each and every one of you in your future pursuits. This class has future doctors, nurses, lawyers, and politicians. We have people going straight into the workforce to build a life for themselves. And did you know that we have graduates going on to represent this class in our country in every single branch of the military? That's incredible. This is a class that knows who they want to be. My third and final point I want to leave you with is about your experiences. Whether we realize it or not, every experience leading up to this moment here today has played a significant role in shaping who you are. Every success, every failure, every relationship we've had in high school has made each of us the person sitting in these seats today. But truthfully, I don't know what the next 4 years of my life are going to look like. I don't think any of us do. But I do know the experiences I've had throughout my life have helped reveal who I want to be. I want to pursue a future in law enforcement because I've seen firsthand the profound impact my dad has had on this community. And I know that one day I want to be the same unwavering wall of strength and courage that my mom has always been for me. I love you both. Your experiences have made you who you are, so take them with you. Take your failures, take your successes, and every other challenge and realization you've had along the way. Because it's those very moments, the highs, the lows, and everything in between, that will continue to guide us, ground us, and remind us of who we are as we move forward. As I look out at the audience today and our graduates, I see a group of people united by their dedication and commitment to Newburyport High School. For so long, we've walked together through the hills and valleys that have been high school. We've struggled together, triumphed together, cried together, and most importantly, watched each other decide what we want to do with our lives. I firmly believe that each and every one of you knows deep down exactly who you are and who you are striving to be, because we've been paving our own paths throughout our entire lives, and particularly our time here at Newburyport High School. And needless to say, these paths have not come easy. We've had to fight and persevere, and you should be so incredibly proud of yourselves for making it to where you are today. Class of 2025, I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. As you walk out of this stadium today, one last time, I urge you to reflect on the people who have shaped you, the life you are pursuing, and the experiences you've had here at Newburyport High School. Leave here today not scared for what's to come, but with your head held high, knowing that you have built an incredible foundation for your future. I hope that one day, years from now, and wherever each of your paths have taken you, you can sit back and reflect on the life that you've made for yourself and be proud of everything you've accomplished. I have the utmost faith in each of your abilities to do so. Congratulations to the Newburyport High School class of 2025. We made it.
Please rise for the singing of the alma mater.
Two, one, two. Thank you.